But before we start, I just want to give a massive shout out to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. And yes guys, we are back once again, teamed up together to give you guys at home a great opportunity for a sick deal. And for those of you who don't know, Surfshark is an app and browser extension that basically lets you place your laptop or phone anywhere in the world and access the internet as if you were actually in that country. And what that actually means is you'll be able to access and view websites and content that you guys would never usually be able to see. And on top of that, Surfshark actually adds an extra layer of security. So when you're browsing online, all your passwords, your photos and your videos will be extra safe. And one of my favorite things about Surfshark is that once you've got it, you can actually use it on an unlimited amount of devices. Yes guys, you can use it on as much devices as you want. And if you're like me and find yourself hopelessly scrolling through Netflix just trying to find some new content because you've watched everything worth watching, well, this is where Surfshark comes in handy. So check this out. If you type in Office into the search bar of the UK version of Netflix, you'll see that the UK version of The Office pops up. But you guys like me know that there's another sick version of The Office, but it's the American one, and we just don't get that on our Netflix. Guys, if you switch onto Canada's Netflix, which you do in a blink of an eye, then type in The Office, you'll now see that The Office USA and The Office UK both pop up. And guys, here comes the sick deal. If you use the code GAST, you get a whopping 85% off. And on top of that, you get an extra 3 months free of charge. And guys, Surfshark actually has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you really don't have any excuse not to try it out. So guys, hit the links below and go and check out Surfshark. You won't regret it. Let's get back to the video. What's going on, Gas Gang? Yes, we are back with another one, and this time is in the form of this crazy 340 brake horsepower Nissan Pulsar GTIR. Guys, this thing is sick, so stay tuned and let's get it. Matt, welcome to the channel.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, bro, you've brought down one of my, I would say, idols when it comes to cars. I've loved these ever since I loved cars.
Yeah.
And again, you don't see a lot of these on the road nowadays.
Not at all, no. I managed to get hold of this one, and when I got it, I thought, let's just make a nice one out of this.
Power figure now. Do you want to touch on the power figure? This is
so standard. They're about 200 and between 220 and just over 220. I think they are around that standard figure. This is now running between sort of 330, 340, around them sort of figures. Because it was mapped and dynoed, but we've added a few things on it. And there's probably about 300 kilos worth of accessories. Slow it down a little bit, but it's, we've done a lot of work on it. The engine's been built. Wicked. And fully built from ground up, refreshed bottom end. Top end is fully rebuilt, 3-angle cut valves, port and polished. Hybrid turbo by Midlands Turbo, they did that for me. Few other bits and pieces underneath the engine bay that I've sort of fabricated myself.
Yeah, because this is something we've got to touch on.
Yeah.
Bro, there's not a nut or bolt that you have not touched. No. Literally, you've built this car to where it is now completely, pretty much yourself.
I was a sprayer at the time, and I bought the car to actually, to be honest with you, I bought it to paint and sell on. And that is all my intention was. But once I painted it and it was in bare metal and I stripped it to a carcass, I thought what a shame to just give it a quick paint job and sell it. So it ended up becoming a bit of an obsession. I started spending a bit more money until I realised this is now my car. No one's going to buy it now. Yeah, 100%. So I designed it to my own taste, and I did everything that I wanted to do perfectly. So it wasn't, didn't have to do it again.
Just looking at it, it's really mint, and I hope the camera is picking up how how this car
condition.
stands. Yeah, because it is really top notch. Now, as far as Pulsars are concerned, are they? I just really don't know anything about the tune. Are they quite hard to get to big power? Is there a lot of big power ones running around?
No, I mean,
is
they
this big
use the
power?
same base engine as what you get in all the 200 SXs and things. It's got the SR20 DET, so they're highly tunable. However, you are limited on these cars with the drivetrain and gearbox. You've got people on standard gearboxes chance in 400, but you are on a bit of a tightrope, and it's a bit of no man's land how long that's going to last. If there are a few that are big power, but the guys have done it properly that are running big power. So they'd have a par straight cut gearbox. There's a few guys running that. So you can get really big power out of them, but you're talking a lot of money. The gearboxes is over 10,000 just for a par gearbox.
You really have to pay to play with these bad
The
boys.
quaifs are the next one up, and you get a quaif installed. It's about, if you can find a quaif internals for them, it's about $2,500 to buy, another $2,500 to fit. So again, that is.
So as far as your gearbox is concerned, running at your power, is there any modifications that you've had to do?
Yeah, so the gearbox is Kyra treated, and the last 3 gears I think were P-shotted to toughen the gears. It's also got a really good gearbox oil, and it's got a Redline G-Shock. So it's just helps internals. It's a bit thicker, so it protects the gearbox inside a bit better.
Exhaust manifolds or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I had the exhaust custom made by a company called Zisco in Malta. That was made off the car. That's been fitted. It's got a full custom exhaust elbow. Again, the angle is so tight. There's a company that makes them, but they're so thin they crack. So that's handmade. A lot of the things on this had to be made by hand because you can't buy them. And that's a straight system, straight out about 3-inch all the way through.
Nice and loud then.
Yeah.
Or rumbles. Rumbles.
Oh
nice
yeah, the neighbours love you.
Should we move on to some of the exterior mods? In fact, let's touch on the wheels, brakes and suspension.
Yes, so the wheels are Rotor Grid 17s. I powder coated them in a white with a metallic flake. Brakes, I've got on the front, I have got 8-pot K-Sports that I ordered in neochrome.
Yeah, lovely.
They're massive. I measured them, so they just fit the wheel with a few
just
sort of
tucked in there, bro.
Yeah, just got as much behind there as I could. The rears, green stuff pads, brand new refurbished calipers, and brand new discs, because the rear calipers are they lock up the rear wheels, so you don't need any better than that, really.
Wicked. Suspension?
It's got BC Racing coilovers on it.
Got ya.
Apart from that, that's it, sort of chassis-wise.
Yeah.
It's all obviously polybushed, everything's stripped apart, like you say.
You showed me under this car
yeah,
too,
like,
bro.
Everything's been done, I underplay a little bit, but everything has been done, every bush, nut, bolt, so.
Yeah, no, amazing. And bro, let's talk about the colour of this too, because you sprayed it.
Yeah, that's it. I painted it in Spirit Blue Pearl, so it's actually the old sort of Ford RS Blue.
Okay.
So it's that colour, but I put a black base coat on it, whereas I think Fords use a white to make that blue pop. Okay. So I used a black base coat on it and used the Spirit Blue Pearl on it, so it come out quite nice. I would like to repaint it again, because
you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm going to cut the roof out and put a full carbon roof in it as well. I'm going to do that hopefully this year. But
wow.
Cut the roof out and do that.
Since we're on the subject of carbon, should we talk about your bonnet and also some of your fog lights and
the grill. So I make the fog light grill, which is a Nismo grill that they made for the car. So you couldn't buy them anywhere, so I had to make it. The bonnet's fully carbon, made out of one piece of carbon, which I took the bonnet accessories off of the old bonnet in blue and put them on the carbon to sort of make that pop. I didn't want to go too mad on the outside because I wanted people to still see what the Pulsar looked like, but just make a nice example of it. So if I did take it anywhere to shows, people could see sort of a all-rounder, just done in and out.
No, fair play. And then moving on to the interior, bro.
So Andrew Bell done the interior. He's a really close family friend. It's his first ever time really doing car interiors. Really? So it come out amazing. I mean, it did all the blue stitching, the same as the outside of the car, the GTIR. Even in the headlining, it's all the blue stitching and the Alcantara suede. Full cage, which super rare to find one where you'd have to cut the dash apart. But again, I didn't want to cut the car apart, so I got a dash dodger, powder coated it in white, bolted it straight in, which I think it just fits in. I definitely didn't think about the glove box not opening when I bolted the cage in. You
The
can
glove
see
box
there's
don't
one.
open no more.
No, it doesn't. The glove box is now redundant.
Oh man, who needs a glove box?
That's it. It's game over.
That's
for
crazy. And also, there's a couple of quirky things you showed me about this. This being a special edition, bro. It's got the Rolls Royce umbrella that pops out the side of the door.
Just in the side door. Yeah,
That's
I've got the umbrella in the side. Again, another rare option, a rare part, but I like things to be how they come from the factory. So it's even got the original flare from Nissan in it still. Yeah,
man. That's crazy. And then, bro, once again, you've got a real cool dash.
So I've got all engine parameters on it, diagnostics, things like that, just so you're a bit more aware, because it's an old car and it's tuned up a bit.
Yeah.
It's nice to know what's going on.
And your dash, I was going to call it a digi dash, but
it is a digital dash. This dash I got from America. It come off of a Nissan in America. It's fitted so well, it looks like it came from factory. Yeah. That's how I like everything to fit, so it looks finished. That took a long time. A long time. I think a few people have attempted it and it's gone horribly wrong, but it took. It aged me because there was just so many wires going from old to new. It was just such a long process.
No, the car is fresh. I'm going to say it a million times. The car is.
That's it. I kind of wanted to make it look like, if they was to make it now, modernise it a bit, what would it have? A digital dash, just to make it look finished. So.
How old is this car? Did you say?
30 years old.
30.
So it was quite dated. So I just wanted to sort of bring it up.
Mate, it don't look 30 years old to me.
No, I know now,
That's probably down to you and what you've done.
It's had a haircut and a shower.
Wicked, bro. Well, I think we've touched on it all. Nothing left to do but go for a drive.
That's it, yeah.
Wicked, bro. Let's do it. Alright guys, so we're out in this Pulsar and bro, this is like one of the legends, man.
Yeah,
I feel like honestly, finally,
one of the old school ones.
Yeah, man. It's sick that I can tick this off the list, even just like, you know what I mean, sitting in the passenger seat. It's got that kind of vibe about it to me, man. It's such a sick car. Oh man, the traction, bro, when you're changing, but when you're changing gear, like and fit, there's no, like, you know what I mean? You can feel it. I'm slammed in my seat. You probably feel it. But
feels a bit more like plant and refined compared to the front wheel drive.
Like, you know, it's a very smooth power too. Like, smooth, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's running good power. It's not running mad power.
Running mega power.
So you're not getting any major spikes when the turbo's coming in, but it's smooth.
Smooth power. Ed Fusion Motorsport, he mapped it, but I think it needs another map. Where, like I said before, had the added mods on it. I think it just needs a bit of fine tuning to get it running perfect.
Definitely, but mate, what an experience!
Yeah,
the first ball, man. The sound of it, got a nice pop at the top of second, I think it was too, bro. It's just like it's on rail, just. I was close to tapping out there. It just keeps pulling. It's a very progressive speed, but it just keeps pulling, and the sound is a cherry on top. Bro, it almost doesn't sound like a 4-cylinder. It's almost got a weird rumble. It's a very unique sound. Almost like, I'm not saying it's got the same sound as a Subaru, but you know that's got a very unique sound. It's got that rumble, that deep rumble. And going back to it, it's almost like the hyper hatch of back in the day, innit? This is the A45 of back in the day. It's that 2-litre turbo 4-wheel drive. Mad. I probably offended loads of people.
No, that's basically what it was when it came out.
It's the first,
they only made it for a few years because, like I said, the Subarus and Evos just wiped the market. You were saying it was a homologation rally car that was built just by Nissan. They went rallying, so I don't think it was ever intended to be sold as a mass manufactured vehicle. It was always done just so they could go and showboat in the rallying.
Right, guys, it is that time. It is the gassed up 0 to 60s with the Draggy now today. It's a bit of a strange one. Well, it's not a bit of a strange one. You can't really launch this too hard because I'll let you explain.
Just because you can't get the parts from anyone on these cars. They're sort of difficult to get the parts from. They're renowned, I think. There's a few people that have launched them and come unstuck.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so, but listen, we'll give it a go.
We'll give it a go.
An
we don't want to break anything.
acceleration.
That's it. You're saying 0 to 60 standard?
Standard is about 5 seconds.
Which is a bloody fast time.
It is for standard, yes. I hope I can match 5.
It's a fast time to beat. Yeah, bro, you're going to have to be very enthusiastic.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, let's give it a go.
All right.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so it's his first attempt, bro. When you're ready, let's do it. Okay, all right. First launch wasn't the best.
The clutch, I felt it.
You slipped it a little bit.
Slipped.
That was actually a 6.44.
Yeah.
I know this car can do better than that.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just about the balance of not breaking it, but having some fun.
Yeah.
We're going again?
One more go, yeah.
All right, he's going again. All right, guys, so it's his last attempt, bro. Let's do better. Oh. Okay, that was better. It was better, but it was a 6.07.
But what it is.
Yeah, I know you're not going fully.
No,
I'm
not, definitely
you
not.
You don't want to break.
I don't want to break
you know
it. No.
I mean?
It's more being nervous.
That's it. I'll put the leaderboard up now anyway, so people can see. Unfortunately, I haven't made it onto it, but you know what? A nostalgic launch, and to tell the truth, I'd rather this do a slower time and stay in one piece. It's a masterpiece than you break it and
you
get
don't
a
see
fast
so
time.
many of them now.
Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Pulsar time. Jeez. Reclose that door, mate. This is like I'm driving one of my heroes, bro. It really is, guys, man. I'm totally fanboy right now. I love these cars. I love everything they stand for, as you say. Like, you know what I mean? They're a homologation special,
rally
whatever, rally car. Four-wheel drive is old school, raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't see them at all, do you?
It flows, it's mad. Cool. So yeah, let's feel what this bad boy is saying. You got a clutch in it or anything?
Yeah, it's got an Exceedi.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Stage 2, I think.
But
it had a nice Geiking, but yeah, it's manageable.
It's very manageable. Steering wheel's quite small actually. It don't look that small.
It's quite small.
Yeah, and the steering column's very short too, so it's very close to the dash.
Yeah, they are.
It's a weird feeling actually.
It's quite hard, I guess, to get a 4-wheel drive in such a small car.
Yes, of course.
Because I'm guessing this is even smaller than a lot of the modern 4-wheel drive cars.
Like usually they're very heavy. What are you saying this weighs?
I think they're about 1.2.
No, that's tight.
Yeah, everything's that's why I wanted it. That's why I want everything new.
Bro, that is tight.
Everything, I've replaced everything.
Sorry, what did you say it was?
About 1.2, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I've probably added about
300 kg.
300 kilos in accessories. But it's they're about 1.2 tons. So yeah.
Alright, foot down. Jeez, 7,000 RPM. Come to the corner. Jeez, it's so tight. Hey, look at that. It's so smooth around these corners. Wow. You really feel it. It's like the recoil when you come off the throttle, isn't it? It's like bang, like, you know what I mean?
All them old school sounds,
yes,
bangs,
all that
the smell of fuel.
Exactly.
I love it.
Old school Japanese, but do you know what? Strangely wrapped up in something that feels quite new to drive.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, make it feel more refined.
Mate, you've done an amazing job with this. Let's get a third gear pull. Bang.
Yeah.
Bro, what a... Mate, what a smooth power too. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not supercar fast, but it's raw. Do you know what I mean? It
I just want to make it feel refined. So it's like, if you was to buy it from them, that's how they would want it to be.
This is crazy. Almost think it couldn't have come out of factory feeling this nice.
That's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
I wanted to make it like the Pulsar, but bring it up to date. Not go crazy power, because I wanted to keep it for a long time. I didn't want to go 400-500 horsepower, blow everything to pieces, and it never be seen again.
What a job you've done, man. Again, I've never driven a bad Pulsar. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to compare it to.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Look at that traction, bro. Mate, that sounds epic. So hunkered going around these corners, man. Almost feels like it's on rails, bro. Like, you know what I mean? This is such a refined drive. mate, it's a very enjoyable power, very progressive, but the sound of it is like the ice on the top. I don't know if the guys at home can hear this, but the pop you get at the top when you're at red line. Mate, this is, what a car, just so tight. Mate, pure enjoyment.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Raw enjoyment. Like, you know what I mean? You really feel like you're driving the car.
Makes me feel like you're a kid again.
It feels like it comes alive on its B roads.
Yeah.
It feels like this is where it's meant to be.
Yes,
like, you know what I mean? We were probably only going, what, 7 temps, not even that.
But with this car, with this setup, you're right. These roads are like, this is what it's for.
Do you know what I mean? And it just handles it. And as you say, the power, the setup, and just the everything just works really well. I can't believe this car's 30 years old.
I know.
Bro, I take my hat off to what you've done to this car.
Yeah, it's been a long road, but it's worth it in the end because I've got a car that I wanted. It's built right.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. It's amazing. Alright guys, so that is a wrap. I mean, today it's just been one of them ones where, do you know, it's weird, I've said this before in one other car, and I think it was the Nissan GTIR. Just like, some people say never meet your idols because you'll kind of be let down.
That's it, yeah.
But I don't know if it's just the way you've set this up.
Yeah.
Mate, this is so nice to drive.
Thanks. Cheers.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's been such a sick day. Bro, thank you so much for coming down with this. I really appreciate it. So guys, if you have enjoyed today, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Make sure you go back and check some other content out too, because I know you like that. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.